Libra, to your mid-month reading for August. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. We have the Six of Cups. A lot of nostalgicness going on. It doesn't really surprise me, though. Okay, let's see what's going on. Having the control. Before I even get into this situation so much, it's like there's a lot of nostalgic feelings, but I feel like the emotions need to be controlled at this time. Needing to consider those emotions that are coming out of these past conversations, these past thoughts, right? Feeling that joy, feeling that nostalgia, change your focus, feeling like you're trying to control the situation by changing the focus. Why are you changing the focus from challenging times? So trying to keep the happy moments alive, trying to release all of the challenging times, all the challenging emotions. So if you think of it as energy so much, it's kind of like, well, I'm holding on to maybe this old feeling of this old relationship, but I'm trying to hold on to what is good about the relationship. Trying to hold on to the good, not trying to think of the bad things that have happened between the two of us. So trying to stay focused and in control as we're having this tower moment. But I'm trying to spread my wings and fly and walk that rainbow bridge, trying to change that focus on what could be within this relationship, not so much what has held us back from this relationship. So it's kind of like I don't want to, delve into the past so much on the negative things to complicate things, as maybe you are trying to rebuild. I feel like you're trying to rebuild this relationship, okay? Or just trying to move past it. Take which one it is, because it literally, I'm telling you right now, I can hear it's both. It could be one or the other, meaning I'm trying to rebuild this relationship to get away from the challenging times, okay? Or I'm trying to move on away from this and control this emotions I have so I don't bring this baggage with me. We will see what the overall energy is when we get into the tarot cards itself, but those are the two energies that are really popping strong, okay, from whoever I'm picking up on, okay? No matter what, it's all about controlling the energies within myself so I don't, complicate my own life as I'm moving forward. You don't want to hold on to those old energies because it's like it's got a control over you. You don't want that to be a control. No matter where you're moving and how you're moving, my friends, you don't want those negative energies to control the way you're moving. Yes, recovering from the loss, recovering from the past, recovering, just saying, you know what, I'm making this positive change with the Five of Coins for this karmic lesson, for this lesson learned of how it is. It's kind of like taking in the forgiveness and saying, I'm going to move on from this energy, not allowing it to become my overall focus because it's not helping me. And if anything, if we're trying to rebuild this relationship, holding on to those past memories, right, could, like I said, complicate things moving forward. So you want to hold on to the past good stuff. So being very nostalgic about the good stuff, right? Let's just put it that way, the good moments in life. Yeah. So your subconscious wants to hold on to that, right? It's like in your subconscious. And so it's almost like there's those fears and those anxieties that are holding you into this place of this challenging time. And it's like, I need to get past this, release that, so that I can move into a better tomorrow. I don't want to compromise anything when it comes to holding on to those energies. There's no compromise when it comes to that. It either is or it's not. Right? What it is, it's more like having this acceptance and understanding. That's what it is. We'll try not to do that again. But let's not hold it so tight. Release. Right? Weighing options. There's that. It's the same thing I just said. That literally is the same card I just said. Making a compromise, making a negotiation with yourself about your past. No, you want to reminisce and find that joy and that nostalgia and control that energy and keep that in its bubble and say, I'm just going to remember the happy things because I don't want to really dive deep into all of this shit. Because it can become a grudge. It won't allow me to move into my victory zone. So it's kind of like you have the rewards, focus on the productivity of what's going on around you, and let go of things that no longer serve you. Okay? I like that. Yeah, it's like right now it just, yeah, because otherwise it's no control. Look at that. Releasing surrender with the Four of Pentacles is saying, I surrender to this situation and I let go of that control because this control is no control. So that's where you're trying to find the control. And with the control, right, allows the resistance of change into the Wheel of Fortune. And that's where you're going. This is where it says, yeah, there's ups and downs in energy no matter what, but I'm allowing myself to allow the cycle to cycle through. Otherwise, over here, it just becomes the ups and downs, and can continue this karmic trench. Okay, so you're moving towards things that are more passionate about your life, more about this relationship, more about what's going on around you. Avoiding any trip-ups. You know, allowing new opportunities to arise. Bringing in good options. See that? Searching for a better purpose. Moving on ambitiously and fast thinking away from anything that's going to hold you back. There's just no reason, right? Because it says, you know, throughout life, we're always going to have these trip ups. We're always going to have these restless days. We're always going to have these things that are challenging. But we don't want to hold on to those forever because then that just becomes a part of our routine thinking and gets into our subconscious that that's a part of the way life is. Spirit is saying, nah. And I just love it though, because it's saying you have the Six of Cups for the 8. It's saying you are trying to take control of that situation by not allowing that energy to trip you up. But it does feel like a major struggle, right? And it feels like a struggle to get past that. And it's okay. But I do see for some of you do have this sexy person coming through, and maybe that's what's also going on. So you could also say, if I am not, or maybe this is the person you're trying to fix all of this with, okay? If this person is not the person you're trying to fix this with, then this is the person who's on their way in, okay? Writing with passion. Either wanting to write in with passion, wanting to fix this and get moving again where we were once before, or a new person coming in and it's saying, I don't want you to hold on to the past person because those past thoughts of that past ex could complicate things for this new beautiful fire sign coming in, which could be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be, it could be anybody. Okay. So I just want you to avoid that. Really get yourself back on track. It looks like you are doing a good job of trying your hardest to make that improvement. But I think sometimes it's just kind of like it gets stuck, right? It gets stuck and then it wants to pull us back in, right? It wants to pull you back into that under, you know, like, don't forget about this. It's like, I don't need to forget about that. I just need to understand that I did that. It's over. We did this and that happens and we need to move on. Life will continue. Okay. So I do see you getting back on track with the situation. I do see the Wheel of Fortune actually coming back around and coming up for you as you are making your way back to this this happy, nostalgic place that you are putting yourself into. not allowing yourself to 100% get drawn back into that. But you do have to be careful of that, because I do feel the energy of it really trying to draw you in at certain times. Maybe it's late at night before you go to bed. Maybe you have dreams of it at night, and it's kind of like, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't want that, right? Bringing in those insecurities, those fears, anxieties, negative energies, maybe causing anger issues, getting upset about the situation. It's not going to help if you're trying to forgive that situation, right? And really trying to move on. So it says that it's time for the divine matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicities. Watch for your synchronicities, because I do feel like Spirit is talking to you and trying to really work with you and really pull you out of this situation. Let's just kind of look at these cards over here for a second and see what kind of synchronicities you are getting. Actually, you should probably just pull some angel cards as well. That way we can actually do that. I do see a lot of sixes over here. So I do see that peace and that happiness, trying to bring in that past peace for you, that place of comfort. Also do see a couple of sevens as well. I'm not doing numerology this month. I'm not doing numerology this month because I am getting ready for a vacation. Not a long one, guys, but I'm getting ready to go to that concert at the end of the month on the 25th, so I will be not posting anything between the 24th, 25th, and 26th, but everything will be done by then, so you don't have to worry about anything. You'll already be good to go. Yes. Your angel number is 999. Look at that, 4 nines. The 9999 is the lessons learned. You can't make this shit up. What did I just say? From the karmic lessons and the lessons learned, right? Breaking the cycles of the negative cycles. So it says, the culmination, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive toward your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it. And the reward goes to you. And it's actually funny because they missed the U on YOU, and it says yo. That to me is hilarious. Talk about a misprint. So it says, and the rewards go to yo. Yo, they go to you. I think that's funny. Okay. As silly as that is, I was like, wait, what? Okay. Yes, and then of course the next card that came out with the Divine Matrix, okay, was it is the Crystal School Wisdom, which is very important. And I think that the 3 overall meanings here is really important for you to understand, because this is where you're going to have that clarity of the divine healing for the high vibrational energy. So really diving deep within that energy and really holding on to that control and really seeing it with your perception, because it's all about how you're perceiving things. That's how you're changing the focus, is through the perception. As you see her eyes. Eyes have everything a lot to do with control, because the way we're perceiving things, right, when we bring in that focus, we perceive things, and it also makes us be more in control about things, because we have a better roundabout look of how things are going down, right? And then also opens up that intuition to say, oh, okay, maybe I'm over worrying about a situation. I just really need to let that surrender and really let that go. That's the best control I can have of the situation, right? Is the way we see things. So changing that focus, changing the view of how you're really viewing this situation. If you really view the situation, as it says, as lessons learned, I think you really be able to pull away from that, right? Because then you'll say, I am human. We all have lessons learned. This will allow that change to happen and really bring that Wheel of Fortune back right side up. So it can say, now you can change all of this, get away from all of that, and, really be in control of this situation. And that way you won't have any bumps and you won't be worried about going backwards, right? And if you are, worried about that situation, you can also have this conversation. If you're trying to fix this with someone, you can say, we don't need to talk about that anymore. That's done and dead. I'm not worried about that anymore. Because if we sit over here and do that, we could end up arguing again about something that happened 12 months ago. We could be arguing about something that happened 2 months ago. Even if it was as little as 2 weeks ago. If you really want to move forward and really want to get out of that, then let's change the focus, change the tune, change the vibration, literally change the fucking channel, like a TV. If you don't want to watch that soap opera anymore, change it to cartoons, right? Lighten the mood. You see what I'm saying? Because if you keep doing that, you're just going to keep bringing up the past and causing more towers. You have to come and walk away from the situation to get the reward. Drop that cup, my friends. Let it die. Why? Because this is where you become boss. There it is again. Put you into boss mode. Put you in control of the situation. Allows you to sit where you feel like you're in power. And it is your own power. Because you've given the power to the conversation. You're taking care of that reins. And if they want to keep bringing it up, then you need to make them understand. We're not doing that. It's done and over with. Okay? And that you're going to find that that's going to change everything. Wow. Okay? Changing everything. Everything around. Okay? And this cycle change. And at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is the Fool. So it definitely is going to bring in a new era, a new time, a new life for you to get towards. Pack up lightly. Let's go. And when he packs lightly, it means he's leaving all the garbage, all that shit behind that no longer serves him, and he's going into the sun. Well, actually, he's got the sun at his back, but it doesn't matter. Right into the sun, my friends. I don't care if he's got the sun at his back, because that's exactly what you're doing no matter what. The sun at his back is just saying that the universe has his back and he's walking into blessings. He's being blessed as he's going. But for you, my friends, I'm going to literally tell you right into the sun. Right into those blessings. Okay? Till next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye. Whoops.